my film came out, A Hip Hop Story. Shout out Affion Crockett. Sorry, Wayne Brady, Cedric the Entertainer.
Hilarious parody, yep.
Directed by Daniel Radcliffe. And it was Lil Rel, it's in Shallow Rel. And I got to play Queen Latifah and I got to rap. And that was a dream for me. That's why when you said Queen Latifah, I always was a Living Single fan. Grew up with her. My mom looked just like her. Shout out to you, mama.
Shout out, mama. You looking like
I had
Queen.
to rap for the road because Affion, he don't play. But, you know, I had for some time, I don't want to say sacrifice because everything worth having is worth sacrifice, but set some things aside because one of my goals was I want to be, because this movie's in Mom's Pocket, I wanted to be a movie in theaters. Like that was my goal, right? Mm-hmm. And so I became the first woman of color to lead a comic book or comic universe franchise ever. Mm-hmm. Which I feel like I don't talk about it, but ever. I
don't think it's happened again.
No, like back in 2015, 2016, mm-hmm. Remind you, there was no Black Panther then.
Yep.
It was not all this, we seen it roll back a little bit with D.I., but all these Black actors at the forefront. So mm-hmm. for me to be, this was on the precipice of the Me Too movement. So for me to be a Black woman, that was pretty huge. 22 million people saw our show. So that's always something that I felt a responsibility. You know, I'm blessed. I remember people used to this is what we go back to, living truthfully, and I'll tie this all together under them given imaginary circumstances. I used to go up to people when I was in acting school right out of college after I stopped hooping, and I was like, hey, my name is Sierra, I'm a superhero. And they'd be like, you don't even got no regular job, like you ain't got one acting credit. But it happened. Mm-hmm. And so check that off. Then I get to play Queen Latifah so many years later, doing a lot of activism in between and playing an icon. Ensemble cast, people I grew up loving, huge movie, super funny, great time. And I ended up deciding, just got signed to a new agency I had a manager for everything. Like I had like almost 10 managers at this agency, or yeah. And they were sending me out to agents. I was going out for Tyler Perry stuff and different stuff. And something in my spirit, I just felt like not at peace. And, you know, a lot of times we want something and then when we get it, we think like, I'm going to be super rich when this happens, right? And then God is like, I'm going to give it to you because you wanted it, but it might hit different. So I said, God, what do you want me to do? And I ended up getting rid of my managers. And because I just couldn't see myself driving all over town. And I love acting. Like, I'm definitely not done acting. But really using my platform and the blessings that I have of like having this historic role, like, just not just in Black history, but in film history and in history to, you know, I did Comic-Con all around the world for years doing that, but like really just stepping into like being a teacher, which I became during COVID to address the teaching disparities because our industry was on strike. And so just to bring it home, having that experience of seeing like kids be so far behind because of COVID, because like we've always been behind as a nation. Nobody likes to talk about it. There's that great clip, that film, you know, when they say, why is our nation so great? And the guy goes in, he's like, we're 46 in education, we're this and this. And it's really like that. And so I say all that to say, I just realized being a part of Black history and being a teacher that the history that I was able to learn, because my mom didn't have a babysitter, so I was in college history, Black African American studies classes with her, wasn't what I was getting as a kid, and that's never been lost on me, and it's also not what these kids are getting. And with AI, my concern is that soon we won't even know our history. You know what I mean? That's why books were banned, so it's important for me to make a book. So I prayed to God, what do you want me to do? And 3 a.m. he woke me up one day, he said, make a book that turns real-life Black inventors into superheroes, and their inventions are their powers, to promote literacy and to